Alright, here's a quick tutorial for anybody who doesn't know. When you get to the point where you're running out of blue things on the map, you can also just make a custom unselect everything except scanner. Yeah, so I have one of them was glitched, so I don't know if that's ever gonna get fixed, and that's this one. So we're missing out on like a level or so, but they're all scattered, so I wouldn't even bother with them right now. Probably just as an end game, if you got nothing else to do, try to do that thingy. But yeah, since we cleared them all, which there's a lot, we're sitting around 32, level 32, 32 to 36 range, depending. So then you immediately want to get all the easy level missions, like Happy Together. And then probably, I think this one's just Johnny's like look back mission, which you gotta do. You can talk to Misty, but that's not gonna get you very far. The Mama Wells stuff, maybe. This is a pretty easy one. Pay off Victor. I don't even know if that gives you anything, but we're close to being able to do that. But that was after me spending literally like 300k, so you could do the Cyber Psychos if you want. If you want to eliminate those, but I like to save them for the end game because it's much more fun to just come in there and embarrass them. Anyway, the next most pressing thing you would want to do is find all of the Wakako stuff, because depending on your build, that's going to be helpful for getting one of the best swords. But if you don't care about swords, then you wouldn't bother with that. Yeah. Or you can go to the Afterlife and try to get the Pan Am quest line going. That's a lot of good levels too. Either way, you're gonna end around 40, and then it's just 10 levels from there before. Ideally, you should be on Pacifica. By the time you're level 50, you should be on the Pacifica part of the story. That's where it should go. And to answer somebody's question, I needed to confirm it for myself first before I came out and said this, but somebody's like, what's the whole point of, like, how they say that V is dying, and so why would I give a shit about helping any of these people? And the reason why is because, well, you gotta have finished the game to understand the answer to that question, but if you didn't bother, there's several reasons why. A, all of those people eventually lead you down the path of doing Judy's storyline, doing the romances, stuff like that. All the actual content in the game. They also say V has like 4 months left, or something about months to go. So
Loud and clear. Don't need to yell. What's up?
V tries everything they can to not die. Oh, awesome. I didn't anticipate I would jump off a cliff like that. I was that distracted. But essentially, nobody that can help you get closer to finding a way to cure yourself from death, which is the whole point of the game, is try to find a cure. That is the reason why you help people. Oh man, I'm all the way back here again. Crotch. I just lost all of whatever I just did. But yeah, that's the answer to that. So yeah, it all has to do with if you've played the game before, you would understand after beating it like how the order is supposed to go, and I personally feel like um there's certain stuff you have to do in order. So like when you get to after the Takamura car thing, and there's a plot point in the game where it starts out in the intro, right? You do your intro mission, then you go meet Jackie and do a bunch of shit with him, and this sets up the inevitable heist that goes wrong. Once you're done with that whole plot point, you get back access to the city. As soon as you get there, you should have all of the side stuff completed for the most part, theoretically speaking, because then all there's left is just fight Adam Smasher. And like all is revealed in all the later to the end game stuff. So if you got to OPPN already, you now have to play catch up because you skipped all of the story elements that led up to that point. Because they didn't give you good guidance and they don't handhold you, so you kind of have to figure that part out for yourself. But all of the narrative beats get answered for you. I mean, like, if you really want me to spoil the whole game, this is the answer to that question. There pretty much is no cure, and V's destined to die. So, that's the answer. And so, it all makes sense if you, like, actually play it. But also, it's just a goofy RPG that they really let you go ham on. And it's PvE too, so I don't know why they took away the cyber capacity thing, because I honestly think they should have left it in just because you could get way more tilted. Like, my first ever build is just always going to hit harder because it has the innately higher cyberware capacity.
Sure, I'm in. When?
Well, right now. We'll wait on you. See ya.
But if you wanted a fair meta build, I mean, they still let you go ham. Like, they just don't let you go that ham. That ham is, like, reserved for people who knew about the glitch and did it before it got patched. Or you can mod it on PC and then get as cracked as you want. I mean, it's up to you, really. The point of the game is to have fun. Like, that's the main point. So if you ever find yourself playing a game and you're not having fun, like, that's the be all end all. Like, just put it down and play a different game. I think that video game price points being so high is probably holding a lot of people back from making better sales because, you know, they keep raising the prices for everything. And it's because the mats used to make it are getting more pricey. Oh. But, at the end of the day, like, yeah, people who are hating on CDPR are, like, idiotic. And they probably would not even figure out how to, like, play the game. So, like, realistically, I think that they're gonna make their money. I don't see this being a flop. I think that a lot is riding on this, especially because of how the Netflix stuff performed. And, like, how the only good thing out right now is the animated Vesemir movie. So yeah. Why did that movie work, but then when I go to watch season 3 of, like, Vox, it's, like, bad? I know, it's because they picked dragons. I don't really care about dragons that much. Not gonna lie, people love dragons. But, like, the human v dragon fight is just so over. Like that. It's an old trope. So when you have a group like this, what do you think you do? Is it A, start out punching this guy in the lead? B, setting off that explosive over there? No, the answer is throw the char grenade. Throw the Now, anybody still alive after that has to endure so much punishment. That it's just like Homelander. Isn't that goofy? Isn't that goofy? Yeah. Just like Homelander, bro.